Whenever you are addressed, you'll address us as yes, sir, or no, sir. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
I didn't even hear that. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
So I'm still wondering why you haven't beat up shirt.
Put your elbows off your knees, get down.
You got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to improve the appearance of your shirt. Full throttle.
All day, every day.
So the reason I became a firefighter was for just something more exciting every day. And I wanted something new and a little bit more stable for my daughter. That was the biggest reason. My daughter she's 4, so I just wanted to have a better job. I was at a different job where it was not so stable. So that's why I became a firefighter.
I decided to become a firefighter because I wanted to do something honorable for my family, for my daughter. She's 4, so she's still little. I wanted to see her, or I wanted her to see me as a firefighter as she grows up and, you know, has something to look up to.
The reason I decided to become a firefighter was I've always felt the need for service to my community or to our country. And it's just something that I guess I take pride in being able to do, as well as it does provide a pretty good work schedule for family life as well. Something that's kind of hard to find when you're trying to fulfill both needs.
So I had actually been previously volunteering in a neighboring department, and I had pretty much been sinking all my time into it. And you know, there wasn't enough time because I had been working a job on the side. And I figured, you know, like if I enjoy it so much, why can't I do it as a career? At the time though, I was kind of new and I was unsure like if I had what it took to be a firefighter. And I was friends with some people who actually worked here in the city of McAllen, and they were telling me to apply and that they had an in-house academy that I could, you know, do. And so I ended up applying, and I ended up passing both of the written and the physical tests, and I ended up joining.
I decided to become a firefighter because, well, my brother is in the fire department, and he kind of recommended me to join the fire department. And I've always known about like McAllen's benefits and the great schedule they have as well. So it kind of motivated me to try it out, and since they had an opening for employment, I decided to try it out. Decided to make the switch.
So I decided to become a firefighter because I was looking for a challenge. I wanted to do something that I was proud of, and I still wanted to work very closely with the community.
Well, the whole reason I wanted to become a firefighter is because, well, first off, I don't want to be a law enforcement. That's something that everyone was pushing for because of military background. But I think the fire service has a little bit more, I think you get out in the field more often. You don't have to do as much reports, at least I don't think so. And plus you get to work with some good tools and get into the fire and help out people. And that's essentially what I wanted to do. Just help out the personnel and not make them freak out when there's an officer come in and they're like, oh my God, it's me, I'm in trouble or something, But I think that's part of the fun. And plus you get to, drive in these cool trucks,
My brother's a firefighter in Edinburgh, and after I got out of the Marines, I needed a little more direction. I spent about a year bumming it on couches and hopping around a bit, and then one day my brother told me, hey man, go get up, shave your face, buzz your hair, you're really gonna like this job. I volunteered in Edinburgh for a few months, and then I saw McAllen was hiring, I applied and been doing it ever since.
So I decided to become a McAllen firefighter. By chance, my dad's a first responder in Harlingen. He saw the test come up, and then I decided to join. I took the test, I did the physical, passed all of those, and then I ended up here.
From what I've seen, they conduct themselves very professionally, not to say the others don't, but it's something you hear about McAllen Fire Department when you speak to the citizens either of McAllen, Edinburgh, or Mission.
you tend to hear a lot about McAllen Fire Department.
So I wanted to join McAllen Fire because I had heard that they were the best. That's pretty much all there is to it. I was volunteering in the neighboring city, and some of the volunteers there worked for this city, and they were telling me about it, and they were telling me about the way they ran things, and I realized that this was like the department to be at.
So McAllen Fire Department has a very good reputation. I think it's one of the best fire departments in the Valley, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Well, I tried out for different departments. Unfortunately, I didn't make it, but I gained experience on how to take the test, also the agility test. When it came down to it, I scored really high on the civil service. They called me back, and I took a whim. I left my hometown from Laredo. I came down here, and I risked it for the, just for the career. And overall, it's been fun. I enjoyed it.
Different reasons. You hear a lot of the discipline, the order, they're very self-motivating, and I needed that extra drive. I wanted that extra push to get me there.
My favorite part of the cadet class was the new people. All my cadets, or all my friends that were in there. New experiences every day with new jokes. Some hard times that were in there, we got through it together. It was fun, challenging. The PT is definitely one of my favorite parts there. Definitely tests you on how far you can get. So that's what I liked about it.
My favorite part of the academy was working with the actual tools and equipment, getting to cut into cars, using the hose lines and stuff like that. Really enjoyed driving the fire truck. That was a lot of fun too. Just working with everybody together, getting the job accomplished was a lot of fun.
My favorite part of the academy would be the hands-on training that I got to experience with the other cadets at the time. Definitely provides a unique bonding experience. Different situations makes you work together and really learn something about yourself and everyone else.
My favorite part of the academy was definitely just like the day-to-day with the cadets and the instructors. Like every day was fun. There wasn't really like any day where I thought it was boring. Every day was enjoyable, really.
My favorite part of the academy would be probably just spending it with other, like the cadets. That bonding you get with everybody else, and you go through the whole process together, you know what I mean? They help you out, you get different qualities like from everybody else, and they show you different things. So it's pretty cool to just have that bonding as a class.
My favorite part of the academy was just watching people overcome things that they didn't think they were going to be able to, or things that they were afraid of. So we had a lot of difficult parts in the academy. Rappelling was one of them. A lot of people had a fear of heights, but they got over that through doing the rappelling. We also had to do a confidence course, which was so scary at first, but we all made it through it, so that was really fun. We also had a water rescue course, and there was one guy who just was not a very strong swimmer, but he made it through that, so we were all really proud of him.
My favorite part of the academy was the training. It really challenged you both mentally and physically, especially when they taught you to go into tight spaces, and then using those tanks to get you really claustrophobic. And of course, the personnel that I was with really enjoyed it. Made the times pass really, really fast. And also, we had some hard times together, so they really grew the bond. It's just kind of like in the service. I really enjoyed it. I really had fun with those guys.
My favorite part of the academy was probably trying something different. Got to work with hoses, tools, drive trucks around, do things you'll never do normally. Do things that the normal person wouldn't do in the outside world. So it was nice trying new things.
Oh, the first morning when I showed up, that this was gonna be a long 9 months for sure. I just was really surprised about how everything went. It got me excited though. I saw everyone kind of getting challenged that day, so it was a good part, or a good first step into the academy. Really cool.
My initial thoughts on the first day were just get through it. Just focus, concentrate on what they're telling me, pay attention, follow whatever they tell me, and just get through it. Just take it a step at a time.
My first thought when the very first day walking into training was, okay, I'm going through another training again, but it was kind of eye-opening again. It always seems to be. You have all the instructors coming up to you, yelling in your face. You're never prepared, even though you think you are. You're just like, okay, well, here we go again, or here it is. And you just kind of watch everybody try to help as many people as possible, you know, get through it together so you can all make it towards the end, even if it's just from day one.
My first thought when I first walked into training, I was definitely like afraid and nervous, you know. I wondered whether like I had what it took to be a firefighter here, you know, because the standards like they had told me were definitely up there, and I just wasn't sure if I'd be able to meet them or not. But then when I met up with all the other people and everybody, you know, we all got to talking, and I realized that, you know, I had a group of guys that was going to be like helping me out, you know. It wasn't just me on my own. And
I don't know. My first thought would probably be, like, I'm really doing this, you know what I mean? Like, it's something I never, well, my brother was here, so I kind of had an idea what to expect, but it was just something I never really thought I would do myself. So it was just cool, like, to see all the equipment and see, like, you know, like the fire truck in front of you, like you're about to go train and stuff. So it's like a whole different, I guess, experience. Something you don't see every day, something you don't do every day.
So my first thought was, what did I get myself into? It was so intense that first day, and I wasn't really prepared like I should have been. But we all made it through that first day, and we got stronger every day after that, so it was really cool.
Well, my first thought was how difficult would the training would be, and the sense of doing firefighter stuff that's related, and especially the EMT portion, because I did not know anything that's related to medical since then. So I guess the fire portion was really fun. I did learn a lot, but I also was intimidated about the EMT portion because I'm just a complete nuts for that. So I don't know what was going on. So day one, I failed the first test, but you know, I got better at it. The training was intense. I did enjoy it. And it was related to boot camp when I did it almost 5-6 years ago. And again, really enjoyable. They punished us. I had fun with it. You know, they trained us really hard. And again, it's just a day-to-day. But training was fun.
My first day standing back, it was a flashback to day one of boot camp all over again. Caught me by surprise for a bit, for the first 5-10 minutes, and then I realized, you know, this is very serious. They mean business. It's a good program, and kept me focused.
So things that I learned in the academy was I'm all the way from Harlingen, so being on time is very important. Leaving early and preparing is very important. Everything else with tools, mechanics, stuff like that you have to learn as a firefighter. I wasn't raised that way, so learning all of that was new to me. Very exciting, very had me going for it. And the way to drink enough water. I did not know how much water I needed to drink. And the academy, like, you learn that very fast.
I think the most important thing I learned in the academy is to trust my team. When you're going into a fire or a building that's you know, on the verge of collapse, you gotta really trust your team and knowing that they have your back, and vice versa, you have their back, so that if something were to happen, you guys can work as a team to get out of it.
Something that I learned during the academy, at least about myself, is you can always push yourself further. There's been many instances, at least physically and mentally, where you just have to, you think about what you're doing, you take a break for like a quick second, and then you just keep pushing yourself.
Something I learned in the academy was that there's always room for improvement in all aspects of everything we do, and that even if we only improve a little bit, that it'll add up over time into something big.
Something I learned would probably be just to be more mentally tough. With the fire academy, you kind of bring different obstacles that you don't really expect or you know how to handle. So I feel like just be mentally tough and to figure it out, like common sense, and just try to do your best. You know, always do your best. And I think that's the best part.
Something that I learned, I think it helped teach me more discipline. And I've been able to hang on to that throughout the academy and then also going into probation. And I know that I'm going to hold on to that throughout my entire career.
Something that I learned was I guess it was the medical part. I didn't know anything before then, but learning how the body works really got me really interested in. And that's someone's life too. So I guess learning that skill became really important. That way I could help out both my family and of course the civilian populace that's around here. And it's a good skill to have in your pocket, you know. Other than that, I mean, the ropes and the ladders are pretty fun too. But I mean, EMT was really difficult for me, and you know, I aced it and gone through.
Yeah, something that I learned was the finer details and sciences of water resupply, the science of hoses, tools, the physics behind it all. Never really thought of that beforehand, so that's pretty good.
My favorite part, getting over some of the fears that I thought I had. The heights, that was definitely like they test you that in the first couple of weeks. And I had never done anything like confined space before. So when they're preparing you and talking about, well, we're gonna do this next week, that was some of the best parts. Just getting through it and knowing like, wow, I can do all of this. So it's pretty cool.
Had to been the ambulance ride-outs. And getting to ride out in the ambulances and getting to experience firsthand helping people that are in immediate need and having an emergency, it was exhilarating. It was good to know that you're there and you're the people that are helping out when they're having their worst day.
My favorite part of the academy would have to be probably the confidence course week. That's where we crawl through a series of tunnels that they make and obstacles completely blacked out. It's a unique experience, not one that most individuals get, but if it's something you can do and push yourself through it, it's quite rewarding, yes.
I want to thank my parents. My parents really pushed me through all of this. I do want to thank my girlfriend. My girlfriend was there throughout the whole time. And then my daughter for making me smile every day. Seeing her when I got back from work, and then seeing her all the time. I mean, just that's what made me get through this whole academy.
I'd like to thank my family, of course, my mom, my wife, my daughter. They really helped me out throughout the entire thing. They helped me stay motivated, and my dad, of course, he passed away when I was 3 weeks into the academy, so that was difficult for me too, but he was very proud, and I know he'd be proud of me right now.
First and foremost, I would like to thank my family for supporting me through this decision to go through this academy, and then the instructors of this academy providing us with the training to enable us to work safely and help the citizens in McAllen.
I'd like to thank my family and my friends for supporting me whenever I needed them. I'd like to thank the captains from the training division. They definitely made me realize that I wasn't giving as much as I needed to, and I had more that I could be doing. And
I'd like to thank the training staff. They had everything prepared for us every day on schedule, and they made us learn in different ways because everyone has a different way of learning. So they kind of shifted the way we did things so we can all comprehend the training and even like small details, so you could know why you're doing it, not just do it because like you know why you're doing it. And yeah, they brought like really good atmosphere, so you wanted to learn, you wanted to be there, and it was a great experience.
I would like to thank my brother, Josh Garcia. He's part of the McAllen Fire Department as well. He was the one who kind of motivated me and pushed me throughout the academy. I would also like to thank the training staff and my family and my friends for supporting me throughout the process.
I would like to thank my parents, my mother, who supported me, my dad, who told me not to give up, my co-workers who were alongside me from day one, and one specific firefighter who told me that, hey, go ahead and give it a shot, and I'm here because of him. And of course my leadership that I have now and before, And for those who are coming in, hopefully they could teach me a lot more than I know now. So yeah, that's it.
I think I'd like to thank my brother. He's a firefighter in Edinburgh. He really helped me, push me, motivate me to get here. I'd like to thank the instructors. They also really helped me out a lot. I came in with zero knowledge or experience for fire, and they really helped me get there, guide me to where I am today.